Hello guys, welcome to the movie recap review. Happy watching.
Met zijn noodruf kunnen.
But I like my journeys to be nice and quiet.
The film begins with an unsettling scene. Melina, the protagonist, is trapped inside the trunk of a car, which is partially open. Unable to move her legs, she struggles to escape. Her phone, ringing from a disposal bag outside the car, catches her attention. Spotting a dark figure approaching, she quickly grabs the phone and pretends to be unconscious. The figure, a man, smashes the side view mirror and tosses it into the trunk. After taking a swig from a whiskey bottle, he locks the trunk shut. As a doctor, Melina analyzes her inability to move her legs, trying to understand her condition. She attempts to contact her lover, Ino, suspecting he might also be in danger. Discovering Ino's cap inside the trunk, her fears grow. She then tries to reach her family, but struggles to convey her dire situation. Noticing a Roman numeral 6 written on her hand, Melina is unsure of its significance, but is certain she's been kidnapped. After some time, Melina discovers an action camera and plays back the footage. She sees recordings from her and Ino's trip, including a troubling moment at a gas station where a stranger attacks them. The footage shows the man assaulting Ino and then threatening Melina with a gun, instructing her to drink some water. Melina suspects that this liquid might be the cause of her unconsciousness and could be related to her inability to move her legs. Melina soon discovers that she has been operated on, likely losing one of her kidneys. The skin was stitched with staplers, but due to her struggles, the stitching has come undone, causing severe bleeding. In a state of panic and confusion, she faints again. When she regains consciousness, she realizes that the blood loss is the cause of her leg numbness. Determined, she manages to call the emergency helpline for help. An officer named Alyssa Kuhn answers Melina's call, but initially suspects that Melina is hallucinating due to drug use. However, Melina eventually convinces Alyssa of her dire situation. Realizing the gravity, Alyssa begins her best efforts to rescue Melina. Meanwhile, Melina overhears her abductor discussing plans to kill her around 4:30 am. Determined to survive, she manages to stitch her wounds using shoelaces. Now more resolved than ever to escape, Melina captures a screenshot of the abductor's face from the camera footage and sends it to her father. When Melina contacts her father for help, he initially suspects that the call is a ploy, given his disapproval of her relationship with Ino. He mentions that someone had previously called him demanding €250,000, which he dismissed as a prank. As he comes to realize the seriousness of Melina's situation, he reveals that he believes the kidnapping might be the work of the Gabriels, a group he knows of. This revelation makes him hesitant to involve the police. Later, Melina confides in Alyssa, revealing that during a previous operation, she was unable to save a girl whose family blamed her for the kidney failure that led to her death. The family, the Gabriels, even threatened Melina afterward. This is why Melina's father believes the Gabriels are seeking revenge by kidnapping her. As they speak, the car stops at a gas station. Following Alyssa's plan, Melina screams for help from inside the trunk. After a tense moment, the trunk is opened. But it's only her abductor who appears, ominously warning her that screaming won't help. Melina does everything she can to assist Alyssa in coordinating a rescue. She manages to break the brake light to signal for help. But when someone notices her, the driver hits the man and speeds away, causing a chaotic scene and wrecking other cars. Later, Melina finds herself unable to contact emergency services due to having crossed the border into the Czech Republic. In the meantime, Ino reaches out to Melina, reassuring her that he is okay. Melina skillfully notes down the license plate number of the vehicle. However, before she can share it with Alyssa, Ino calls again, pretending to speak with Melina's father. He warns that if Melina's father contacts the police, the abductors will kill both Ino and Melina. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Melina decides not to reveal the license plate information to Alyssa. Despite this, Alyssa has already dispatched 2 cars in pursuit of the vehicle Melina had described. During a call with Eno, Melina realizes that he is also inside the car. Panicked, she asks Alyssa to provide the number that had been used to contact her father for the ransom. To her horror, she discovers that it matches Eno's number. Devastated, Melina confronts Eno, demanding to know why he orchestrated this. Eno explains that he is in dire financial straits and needed the money to pay off his debts. He insists he never anticipated that Melina would be harmed or that her kidney would be removed. He claims he was unaware of the extent of the danger she would face. Melina sends a picture of her sister's pregnancy checkup to Eno, pretending it's a scan of their son. Eno, who loves children deeply, is moved by the false news and attacks the driver in a desperate attempt to save Melina. He manages to open the trunk, but before he can help further, the driver shoots him dead and dumps his body inside with Melina. Overwhelmed by loss, Melina discovers a knife on Eno's jacket and uses it to cut a small opening in the trunk, through which she can see the car's wheels. She records a final message for her family using the camera and throws it out of the trunk. Summoning her courage, Melina grabs a lever and smashes it against one of the wheels, causing the car to lose control and plunge into a river. Determined not to drown with Eno, Melina fights her way out of the trunk. She navigates through the front of the car and swims toward the surface of the water. Meanwhile, the camera she had thrown earlier is crushed by a passing vehicle. The police arrive at the scene, and Melina, driven by her unyielding will to survive, escapes from certain death. Her indomitable spirit ultimately leads her to freedom. And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Comment down below what movies do you like us to recap next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.